What's up, guys? Good to your day. And I'm gonna just be using this video to talk about my feelings on how I enjoyed Season 6. The video in the background, the game in the background, is gonna be of one of the games for promos to get in plat. So, I guess this is mostly gonna be a mix of my opinion on the game right now, how my opinion of how the season was, and how I just feel about and how my ranked experience was. So first things first, I have the worst of luck. I found out, um, because when I set out to get diamond, which by the way isn't happening, if you haven't figured that out yet. Um, when I set out to get diamond about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago maybe. Maybe a month, actually. I can't remember by now. When I set out to do that, I was gold 2, high gold 2, maybe gold 1 at that point. I forget what it was exactly. If I was gold 2, then I was gold 1 a few days afterward. But I'm sitting there like, I'm sitting, on my computers, like, this shouldn't be too hard for me to get to diamond. I'll get plat within the next few days, and then I'll climb up from there. To find out that this was gonna be a really hard ordeal, and I was gonna get extremely screwed over by Riot, because that's how this always goes. So yeah, that's what happened. So it ended up being a 3-4 week ordeal to go from gold 1 to plat 5. A lot of the time was spent not playing League in that period of time because I was very upset at the game is the best way to. That's just mostly because it's not easy to carry 4 complete idiots on the team. And no matter what lane I was in, there would always be some stupid shit going on where if I'm support, I'd have a shitty ADC, or if I'm ADC, have a shitty support, or if I'm just in bot lane, mid and top are gonna feed. If I'm in top lane, I'll get counter picked and probably do shit. And then even though I'm a tank to try to help out the team later on, my team is gonna be a bunch of idiots in their lanes as well. So yeah, a lot of that. So yeah, I was not happy with League, and I mean, there's a few other reasons why I'm gonna say this, but League is, and I'm only playing it because my friends play it because they think it's a good game, but it's really not. I love this. I love this here. I should note, I had several games that got deleted, but that didn't get recorded. I had a Bard game with a Lee Sin where me and Lee ended up 2v4ing their team, and I ended E2 in 37 that game. I had a 20 KDA. I also had another normal game. I had 2 normal games, actually. One game where I went off on Draven. That didn't get recorded. And this is me going off on Draven for somebody that doesn't play Draven. And another game where I went off on a Sivir, where like I ended up just the enemy was just a bunch of and let me auto attack them to death at the very beginning of the game. But so I've had to deal with a lot of recording issues as well because I've had OBS issues. I've had just Windows 10 issues in general because Windows 10 is a shitty software. Let's go from shitty things on to what I enjoy about the game. And that's gonna be just me enjoying my support role. Sure, I'd love to get. I'd love to play GP all day. Those of you that remember, way back when I still played GP in ranked. Um, GP is by far my favorite champ out of League, but he gets countered really easily. And if I don't, win the lane, I can't rely on my teammates. So GP it didn't really work out just because my teammates didn't know how to elongate a game and not get. So I gave up on GP and decided that, I'll play top and mid, and if I'll play GP when the time presents itself, but aside from that, I don't really care. That ended up me being really impatient. Because I don't like waiting around for a game, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna play support. And that ended up climbing me quite a bit of the ways. Got me out of shit silver and brought me almost all the way up to plat. And it did end up bringing me up to plat, but not after some revisions. Or I got myself out of silver really early on season. Then that was pretty much of just Bard. Honestly, Bard and Morgana. Morgana is kind of a nice niche pick just because she's got that spell shield. So it's really good for just protecting my teammates from CC. But Bard is my favorite support. I did play some Thresh actually, which I think my Thresh has a pretty decent KDA actually. In the pretty decent way. Out of like 26 games, I think. But that's not bad. But I also played a lot of Zyra. Was Zyra? That was last season, wasn't? Oh, this season. This season. I'm getting my seasons mixed up. But I played a lot of Zyra too. I abused the shit out of that. And then I abused the shit out of that when I started playing ranked again. Where I was like, okay, I'm gonna play support again, and I think I'm just gonna. I played Zyra in a normal, I think, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play, and I did like amazing. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play Zyra in ranked teams. This was before they started playing her in competitive. Playing her again in competitive, I should say. I was playing her back, if you remember, back during the international wildcard. That's about the time when I started playing her again because Lecrit played her a lot, and there's someone in INTZ I think that played her. So I was really interested in playing her again because she was one of my she was a support I enjoyed playing a lot. So I played that, climbed, and then got to the same issue where I couldn't go far because of 15. So then I tried playing ADC in top. With ADC as my primary, and I only got top. Out of like 10 of my games, I'd get ADC wins. So really shit luck with that. And when I did play ADC, if I could play Corki, I would pretty much like insta win the game. However, as you would imagine, Corki doesn't really fit into team console all that well because he's magic damage, and most mid laners don't want to play Yasuo's. That was kind of unfortunate, but I did decent with other mid laners, just nowhere near as good as or ADCs, nowhere near as good as Cork. And I tried queuing up for mid once, and it just didn't work out at all. I fed my ass off, so I was like, okay, we're gonna stay away from mid. So. And then I just went back to support, just because short queue times are so nice. Literally, insta-popping queues are my favorite. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Favorite support to climb with was Zyra. because I knew it's fun doing damage, but it was mainly just because Zyra was really easy to climb with. If I could play Bard every game, I would. Like for example, in a game like this, I got a lot of CC. Morgana's kind of necessary for this. Plus Bard is good with teams that want to. This team kind of wants to engage, kind of wants to poke. So I gotta get the right team confidence. I'm playing to win, and I can play all my supports pretty evenly well with Bard being the best. But if Bard doesn't fit into the situation, I'm not gonna force it. Yeah. Next point is gonna be how I feel about the community right now, because it is one of the big things for why I don't like League. Because the community is really toxic, and it's not fun playing the toxic community. It comes with every MOBA, but it is very prevalent in League. I've played Paragon, and it was nowhere near as bad in Paragon. In fact, Paragon is so much better than League. You should go check it out. And like I've said this before, I do videos on Paragon if it would completely give me just shit frames when I tried recording it. Because Windows 10 is so amazing. But I find that people get more and more toxic as you get higher up. But they only get toxic when losing. Every every 5 to 10 games, you will get those people that are just toxic just because. Mostly because they themselves are shit and they're blaming everyone else for their mistakes. Which I have also said this before, that is not healthy. If you want to improve, you gotta think of yourself as being the one that are making the mistakes. And it is one of the ways that I improved a lot, is just understanding, like, okay, what can I do to have changed the outcome of this? I do to have affected this better? What did I do wrong here? And that is one of the things that did help me climb a lot. Also, what improved my skill a lot was watching pros. Honestly, watching pros is gonna tell you what's meta. Watching pros is gonna help you with normal skills. And if you're just starting League, I highly suggest that you watch some competitive play if you're looking to like get good at it. I highly suggest you watch some, or just watch someone stream or whatnot. Preferably somebody, if you can, somebody that will like answer questions for you if you have like a question as what they're doing, or just try to understand, like, if you're like watching a bigger streamer that doesn't have time to answer questions, because a lot of them won't. Like, if I stream, when I do stream, which is very rare because it lags me out really hard. I can't read chat and play the game at the same time, especially because I don't have dual monitors. But it's good to just know why people are doing what, understand why people choose to do certain things, go certain champions, get certain items, do have certain pathings, play styles, and whatnot. But yeah, I think I covered it. But people are toxic. But they're not necessarily toxic until they start losing, and then you go from, oh, it's okay, dude, yeah, you fucked up that skill shot, it's fine, to you're a fucking retard, don't ever fucking come in my lane anymore, fucking jungler, this is your fault, why I'm 0-10, because you weren't here, you were helping out bot lane get super fed, and now I went and fed their lane, and yeah, get the idea. Yeah, another one of the things that I don't like about League, that it's not balanced, and it only gets worse in season 7, and you can tell the game's not balanced when you see the same bans every game. Every game there was a Syndra ban. Every single one of my games. Granted, I was banning it whenever I got to be the banner. But even when I was banning, someone probably banned it before me. It was pretty much insta banned on the first pick. And that's because it's the best pick right now. And that's not healthy. That shows that the game isn't balanced. When literally the same champions are getting constantly banned. Game isn't balanced if you have to ban champions and you're banning the same one every single. Look at Worlds. Did you notice what 4 junglers were being played at Worlds? You didn't. It was Nidalee was permabanned for the most part. Victor banned constant. Olaf, Elise, and Lee Sin. Those were the 4. If you played anything else, you probably got shat on. But yeah, so the game is imbalanced. And I think that's gonna pretty much wrap it up for me. Season 7 is gonna suck. I'm not looking forward to it. Don't expect me to play a lot of League of Legends because I don't like it. Frustrating. I'd love to, play League. It's just like toxic. It's not fun. Yeah. You're looking for a MOBA that you're not getting frustrated at, go play Paragon, because the most frustrating thing that happens in that is a double jump. And that doesn't happen as much higher or games you win. And Paragon is extremely balanced. Yeah. Pretty much it. That's how I felt about this season. That's how I feel about the state of the game. How the season went for me and everything. I guess I put in some tips there. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe if you did. And see you on the next one.